And obviously, as you know, you've been reading in the newspapers that the Congress has been told all the time, has been bombarded with the stories about how Syria is a terrorist nation. And as you know, the axis of evil can only mean that Syria will be next in line. So when Syria is taken over, you will see them, the forces of the Americans congregated in this place, and this is what Rasulullah said, and we believe that will definitely happen. We believe that will definitely happen. Okay, so A'maq and Dabiq is a place between Syria and Turkey, and this will be taken over by the Romans or the Christians, and this is the place where they will be fought by the Muslimin. So therefore, the battle number 4 is that the Mahdi will send a huge number of army from Medina, and this army that goes out of Medina is the best of the fighters at that time, and they will go and meet this army from the Christians. However, Rasulullah ﷺ mentioned that the one who will lead the battle, who will win the battle over the Romans, is Banu Ishaq. Now, my question to those people who are budding historians about the Arabian Peninsula and about the Arabian tribes, is there a Banu Ishaq in Arabia? MashaAllah, so people know about it? No, there is no Banu Ishaq in Arabia. So what is Rasulullah talking about? The ulama mentioned that Banu Ishaq is from Banu Ishaq bin Salul, who will be a tribe that will leave the Christians and join the Muslims. Meaning, a group from the Christians, from the Christian army, will leave them, accept Islam and join the Muslims. So Rasulullah ﷺ said that the reason for the battle between the Muslims and Christians is because the Muslims, the Christian army will say, we don't want to fight you Muslims, we only want to fight these people who have left us. And the Muslims will say, La wallahi, we will never leave our brothers. We will never leave our brothers, and this will be the reason for the war. Of course, how the war started would be that a man from the Christians would raise his salib, the cross, and say, Ghalab al-salib, the salib has won, and the Muslims, and a man amongst the Muslims will kill that man, and because of this, the huge battle will start. Because of this, a huge battle will start that will last for 7 days. And it will be so intense, that even a bird flying over the sky cannot pass the battlefield except that it will be shot down. Allah knows best, how dangerous that battle will be. However, it will be one of the greatest battles this world has ever known. And after this battle, 1/3 of the Muslims will run away. In fact, during this battle, 1/3 of the Muslims will run away, and they are the traitors, and they are the munafiqeen, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Rasulullah said, Allah will never forgive them. Allah will never forgive them, meaning that they will revert away, they will become murtad. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala therefore will never forgive them because of their shirk, and because they ran away from the battle. Then there will be another 1/3 who will die. So 1/3 runs away, and 1/3 dies, and they are the best of the shuhada, and this is an authentic hadith al-Musnad, and another 1/3 will win, and Allah will give them victory over the Romans. Thereafter, when Allah has given victory to the Romans, to the Muslims over the Romans, a messenger will come to the Mahdi at that time and say, the Dajjal has come. As soon as the battle is finished, remember, they haven't even wiped their swords clean. The Mahdi, the Dajjal has come, and Rasulullah ﷺ said, at that time the Mahdi will send 10 of the knights of Muslims, the best ferocious warriors amongst the Muslims. Rasulullah ﷺ said in the authentic hadith of Muslim, Wallahi, I know their names and the names of their fathers, and I know the color of their faces, and I know the size of their height and their weight. I know every single thing about them. These 10 warriors, who are the greatest fighters at that time, the greatest mujahideen at that time, will go and face the Dajjal on their own, after which the Mahdi will try and fight the Dajjal. When the Mahdi tries and fights the Dajjal, and this is the 5th battle that he will fight, he will be cornered in Damascus, after which, of course, Isa ibn Maryam will come down, and he will not lead the prayer. The Mahdi will lead him in the prayer, and then the Isa ibn Maryam will take care of the Dajjal for us. Alhamdulillah. That is, I think, our brother Khalid Yassin's talk, perhaps, and he can delve more on that, inshaAllah. My brothers and sisters in Islam, there are certain important points. We have just taken everything what the Mahdi now. There are certain important points for us to realize before we say, so-and-so is a Mahdi. The first important point that we need to realize, brothers and sisters in Islam, is that he will not claim to be the Mahdi, or never call the people to his Mahdiship. And this is a term I've made up myself. Mahdiship, I don't know how to say it. Mahdiya, Mahdawiya, as we say in Arabic, Mahdiship, okay? He will not call people to say that he's a Mahdi. He will not do that. In fact, he will stay away from it. And this is a sign of righteousness and sincerity. When a person is being offered to take on the position, he doesn't take it. And this is from righteousness and sincerity, and this is a sign of the Mahdi, and that he will not accept it. So if there's a person who comes up in our midst, or someone after listening to this talk say, okay, therefore now, alhamdulillah, I know everything of the Mahdi, let me just declare that I'm the Mahdi. Well, the Mahdi will never declare himself to be the Mahdi, and he will never call to it. It is only the people who will point to him and say he is a Mahdi. Number 2, believing that a particular person is a Mahdi is not from the Shahada. It's not from part of Tawheed. Meaning, if a person, you don't believe a particular person is a Mahdi, and he might be the Mahdi, doesn't mean you're still not a Muslim. You're still a Muslim. Okay? You're still a Muslim. It is not like Rasulullah ﷺ. It is not a matter of Risala. It is a matter of just taking the Mahdi as your leader. So you're still a Muslim even if you don't think the Mahdi is a Mahdi. Number 3, we don't need to know who the Mahdi is. We don't need to. We should already be fighting for Islam. We should already be struggling for this religion. Already be working in beneficial projects for the upliftment of Islam in UK and in the world. Subhanallah. And we don't need to know who the Mahdi is. Truly we have no need for this. It is just good to know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's victory will come in His hands, and that He will definitely win every single war, and He will fill the world with adl, just as the world was filled with dhulm before Him. And number 4, it is not permissible to say when the Mahdi is definitely coming. It is not permissible to say the Mahdi has been born. It is not permissible to say when the Mahdi is definitely coming. Why? Because the Mahdi will come just before the great signs of the hour. So to say that you know when the Mahdi is coming is transgression upon the knowledge of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is a knowledge which Rasulullah has not told us. It is a knowledge which the Quran and Sunnah has kept quiet from, so we don't know exactly when the Mahdi will be coming. So to say the Mahdi has been born, or that the Mahdi is alive now, or that the Mahdi is doing tawaf now around Makkah, around the Kaaba, etc., etc., or that, etc., I saw him near the grave of the Prophet ﷺ, etc., all of this are lies, are not true, cannot be true. In conclusion, brothers and sisters in Islam, we say that we hope, of course, we make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He brings the coming of the Mahdi close, and that like the earth will be filled with dhulm before, that it is filled with justice and hope. However, brothers and sisters in Islam, the message today, from this talk today, is that we should stop the coming of the Mahdi. We should prevent the coming of the Mahdi. What do I mean by that? What am I saying? I'm saying prevent his coming, because as you know, the Mahdi will not come until the earth will be filled with transgression and dhulm. And the only thing that we need to do, brothers and sisters in Islam, in order for the world to be filled with transgression and dhulm and evil, is for us to do nothing. Is for us to sit back and do nothing. As you know, Edmund Burke, one of the thinkers of the West, he had said, the only essential thing for evil to prevail in this world is for righteous men, good men, to do nothing. So it is when good men do nothing, brothers and sisters in Islam, when good men do nothing, good men, the Muslimin, the righteous Muslimin, they do nothing, that is the time when the evil will prevail, and that is the time the Mahdi will come. So please, stop the Mahdi from coming. Please, stop the Mahdi from coming. Do something so that the evil does not spread in this world. Rise up and work for this religion so that the Mahdi doesn't need to come in order to bring this world into change the situation of the world from the dhulm into the goodness and justice that will be filled after him. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best. Subhanallah Allahumma wa bihamdik, ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Put your hand up. Faddal akhi.
How can you avoid a